Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet. Today, it's a curious thing when I reject a listener request, but I actually tried an experiment associated with recording the requested podcast, specifically associated with Hillary Clinton and her emails, and why there should be a point of contention and concern. And my perspective, having recorded that podcast, was that I should devote no more time to Hillary Clinton at all. There seems to be a supposed intellectual view that a Hillary Clinton protest vote against Trump seems to be the way to resolve the US political system. And my perspective is voting for anyone, but in particular, someone who is so just disgusting, like just down and out disgusting on so many different levels. Like if voting for Hillary Clinton versus Trump, it just indicates that you've done absolutely no research in Hillary Clinton. And it was put to me that rather than say that out loud, that I should present the arguments against Hillary Clinton in some degree of detail. And I tried to do that. I tried to do that quite honestly. I spent a few minutes recording a podcast associated with that, and then I realized a great axiom, which I am now living by, which is that you can't force anyone to do anything. And if people seriously want to consider this as a political response to Donald Trump, they need to do their own research. They're not going to care if I record a podcast or two. It's just going to be that Tom Barbalet guy droning on again. Instead, it should be the individual's responsibility to do their own background research and come to an appreciation on a number of levels about why the candidate Clinton is even more despicable and disgusting than the candidate Trump. My personal favourites include the emails, although the emails apparently is slightly too technically difficult, but at least when it's recited by the head of the FBI, you get a clear sense of the complete incoherence associated with that. So in that description, I recommend you just check out what the head of the FBI said. The great irony within what he says there. The Clintons' response to Haiti is fascinating, particularly associated with the minimum wage. The Clintons' response to landmines and cluster bombs, particularly interesting. Lots of interesting stuff. The last part of last decade, which now appear to be tried to be contradicted by candidate Clinton, but my perspective is action is more powerful than words. But my favourite aspect associated with the Clintons, which came through in the recent Black Lives Matter questioning of Bill Clinton, is associated with the Clintons profiteering from the prison industrial complex, which Mr. Clinton's role actively created. But the fact that Mrs. Clinton also makes money through that is just beyond disturbed. It's true if Hillary Clinton is elected, she won't be the first war criminal that comes into the White House. I think George Bush Sr. holds that characteristic very clearly. But I'm just sick of these individuals being offered as candidates. And my perspective is that if intelligent people want to vote for these individuals as a supposed thought-out response to another candidate, they need to do more research. They need to do more analysis, because they're clearly not worthy of any kind of discussion, as far as I can see. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.